Hey, what's up guys? Twintuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive right into a collective message around the Divine Masculine Collective. And I feel like I want this reading to particularly focus on those of you who may be in separation. So there may be a lot of silence in the connection, but you might feel your Divine Masculine's energy really strongly. And I feel like this message is going to represent something that they may want you to know within the silence. And I feel like for many of you, you may already intuitively pick up on some of this energy coming from your Divine Masculine, and this reading may be a confirmation of that, okay? So let's see what they want you to know. Okay, so my life is in chaos right now. Sorry. So they're definitely apologetic about the separation, but they want you to know it is because their life is in chaos. And for me, the chaos is definitely a reflection of some kind of tower moment. So let's get some clarification around some of the things that they may be going through. I feel too, Divine Feminine, this reading could be somewhat of just a message to give you peace of mind. You could be dreaming of your Divine Masculine a lot. I feel like you could be getting a lot of messages around this also. The dreams as well could be chaotic themselves. Many of you may be having nightmares. If you do see your Divine Masculines in your dream, it's at a distance where you can't really connect with them. These dreams may look like, you're together in the same place and you know that you may be looking for them and you can't seem to find them. Or it's like every time you may go to a certain place and you may see them at a distance, by the time you catch up, they're gone. So this could be a symbol of just allowing divine timing to do its thing. But many of you are getting the confirmation as well that there may be a tower moment happening right now. Can we get some more clarity around these tower moments? Okay, I won't take all of these cards, but I will take what's at the very top and bottom. So let's see what's at the top here. Yeah, there it is, the divine timing. So that's why you can't seem to catch up with them in the dream state, because the dreams are letting you know that everything is happening according to divine will. So whatever tower moment they're experiencing right now, whatever reason that they're forced into the silence, or for some of you, I'm hearing that they were told not to communicate with you. There's a very strong force there. It could be karmic energy. Many of you might be rolling your eyes, feeling like, yep, that's exactly something that is karmic would do in terms of like making sure that they stay away from you. Look at that. We have guarded and closed off and resistant. So you guys have to let this tower moment or this chaos pass. I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines want to communicate that, like it kind of stresses them out. It hurts them to be guarded and closed off, but this is a battle that they have to fight. I feel like it has a lot to do with self-worth, realizing that they're not trapped in a situation, and more importantly, realizing that they can't be controlled by dark feminine energy. Because dark feminine energy, guys, it can be very potent, very strong. The emotions of a woman can sometimes, it can be very crazy. Like it can suck you in. You can feel complete guilt. I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines are really stressed out and struggling. Some of them could be smoking a lot of cigarettes. So as the Divine Feminine, you might not smoke at all. And it's like sometimes you may whiff the smell of like cigarettes and you could be like, where the hell is that coming from? So it's the way that a lot of these connections send hints and clues to one another. Like lately, I have been feeling, for many of you who have been in like a prolonged separation, that like a lot of your counterparts, specifically your Divine Masculines, are reaching out. They're longing for you, and they can't help but long for you because they know that divine timing is in order. They cannot force this. Okay, so a lot of them are, they're wanting time to hurry up, but the universe is saying, divine timing, everything has to work itself out, and lessons have to be learned. You can't escape the lessons, and also the karma. You can't escape the karma balancing, and sometimes we have to pay the price of our choices, or when we take particular actions, it's going to have some kind of reaction to that. Many of us are working through the karma. So I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines may be just getting impatient with this process of having this tower fall. Some kind of separation needs to occur in order for them to move forward. They can't communicate with you unless they make some kind of adjustment in their own life, okay? I'm really hearing heavily this has a lot to do with standing up for themselves. What do they need to learn in order to ease the chaos? Okay, so alchemy, ancestor guides. Many of them need to, I feel, become more peaceful, okay? And a lot of them need to ask for help, but they're just so exhausted, guys. Like, that's what I'm getting through this reading. They have a very difficult karmic partner. If children are involved, it's even more chaotic, where a lot of your divine masculines are having to learn just life, just how to deal with life in general, and how to be more strong and resilient, and learn how to deal with dark feminine energy. And many of them are really having to do a lot of work around alchemy, turning a lot of their anger and learning how to manage their emotions, and turning it into calmness, and using calmness as a strength. I'm also hearing too, the connection to you, divine feminine, is really helping this divine masculine move through a lot of this lack, a lot of the suffering, because their life is very chaotic right now. Because I'm hearing for many of them, they're losing major things in their life. Foundations that they've spent a lot of time building up, careers that they've spent a lot of time building up. Many of you have somehow, a lot of these twin flame journeys have just been kind of plopped on your plates for you to deal with, and it's tearing down a lot of towers that many of you have spent your lifetimes building. A lot of your twin flame connections are affecting your careers, it's affecting your work, it's affecting your home life. Resources, finances are being affected, family relationships are being affected. Okay, so particularly for the divine masculines, many of them, I feel like they have to see this tower fall. Okay, union energy is also on the horizon for many of you. The dreams as well could be an indication here that, I'm hearing I need you. Okay, somebody may need you. And this is purely energetic is what I'm feeling. Because look at this, freedom, leap, Uranus, opportunities. Remember in the beginning of the reading where I said somebody was told not to communicate with you, or not to reach out to you, or maybe just your presence in their life caused this chaotic moment, and they had to break away from you or create the necessary space. So I'm hearing for whoever this is, the reason union energy is coming up is because once this chaos subsides, and many of your divine masculines, I feel also I'm hearing devoted and dedicated, which are two really big, strong words that I'm getting, but they really are devoted and dedicated to their mental health. Okay, because I'm hearing that they were dealing with somebody who, you see with alchemy here, alchemy is telling me that a lot of your divine masculines were in karmic situations where their emotions were really being messed with, okay? They had a lot of problems regulating their tempers. Many of them have gotten themselves very deep into trouble with their emotions. But now I feel through this union energy, however they've connected with you, they're experiencing a lot of freedom. They don't feel trapped in that world anymore about not being able to manage their emotions. I feel like many of them, through your presence in their life as the divine feminine energy, you've made them more aware that it's okay to reach out and ask for help. And you're making them or helping them realize that it's okay to go seek help. It's okay to get help. It's okay to lean on others. Okay, lean on your pride. I don't know why I'm getting that. That might be a weird synchronicity. Lean on my pride, I'm a lion. Cut my lip. I don't know who sings that, but that might be a song synchronicity where, again, I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are ready to stand up for themselves, and something about not feeling so alone. They know that they're not alone anymore, and this has broken some kind of spell over them. Someone tried to isolate them, but then they met you, and they didn't even have to have a deep connection with you in order to feel love or supported, or like they had somebody in their corner. That's what gave them the strength to now rock this boat. Their life is really messy and chaotic, yes, but a part of them feels really happy or grateful for it. Okay? Rejection, loss, and fragmented is also another energy that they could have or have been going through a lot. But again, back to this energy around freedom, leap, they feel a sense of peace is what I'm getting. Okay, I feel like they go back and forth between a place of, I can't believe that this tower moment is happening. Please tell me this is a dream. I'm seeing divorce, separation. And for many of your masculines, the reason a lot of this is slow moving is because of this chaos, right? Communication can't happen because it could affect their separation agreement. It could affect their time with their kids. And that's why many of you feel them very strongly, because you know that they're thinking about you. You know that they're moving through this process because of the connection. But it's more than that. I feel like they're moving through this process, but they're doing things in the right way. they're doing things authentically, even though it may not look pleasing to the outside eye or society or their family or people at work. They're going through it because they have no other choice. And there's something about your energy, Divine Feminine, that lets them know that everything is going to be okay. They're going to move past this. I feel like rejection and loss and fragmented is coming up also because, like, some of your Divine Masculines belong to certain communities and they're looked at in a particular light, in a very high light. Many of your Divine Masculines, they have a lot of contracts with like family businesses, and they're expected to pass things down from generation to generation, and it's meant to look a particular type of way, despite the fact if they're not happy or the marriage itself doesn't look good. It's like they're supposed to just ignore that, okay? And I feel like many of these towers are happening because of certain just corruptions in place, and you know, more divinity and Divine Feminine energy is really just kind of like interrupting the set plans of things that have just caused a lot of havoc and chaos. It needs to be interrupted. That's why many of these, you know, twin flame journeys at times can seem very chaotic, but then, you know, when you kind of recover from everything, you realize that you're a better person because of the experience, because you had the choice and you chose to really, you know, go by the book until you develop enough resilience to live life in a way where you're completely and 100% accountable for yourself. So I feel like that is the lesson that many of your Divine Masculines could be learning at this time. This tower had to happen. Many of them had to, I'm hearing, maybe even get caught, or this connection had to be found out. This union energy between you two, two of your energies integrating with one another, having an impact or effect on one another, it really did have to happen, okay? Some of the reasons is around healing family issues, okay? So I'm hearing getting certain affairs in order. A lot of your Divine Masculines could be, again, in the middle of a lot of battles, okay? Legal battles as well, but I'm hearing that everything is going to be okay. Look at this reconciliation card and the union card. Something about your energy, this soulmate energy, twin flame energy, is keeping them grounded. And that's why I feel like many of you are feeling their energy very, very strongly. It could be that they're grateful for you, or even though they're going through all of this chaos, they're like, listen, as long as I do things by the book and I'm honest and I stay calm and I don't let my anger get the best of me, I feel myself ascending. So many of you could be feeling this very beautiful, lighthearted energy amongst all of this chaos from your Divine Masculines. And look at this, guys. We do have finances and career coming up. So it really does confirm that the reason there's a lot of silence and distance with many of you, despite the fact that you're getting a lot of telepathy or strong emotions from them, is because they are going through just tower moments, careers falling apart, the splitting up of assets, having to go through just, you know, certain legal matters and certain contracts being put in place that are very painful. And I can speak from experience, when you start talking about contracts with your children and, you know, how much time is going to be spent, and you just never imagine yourself in that kind of world or environment. You go through all different types of emotions until you learn the ropes of just staying calm and realizing that there is a better way of doing things, and there still can be peace that can be found within all of this. And I know too that for many of us on the twin flame journeys, like one of the big lessons for a lot of us who have children are peaceful parenting relationships. There's no more, you know, divorces where parents are petty with each other and at war with one another, because the healing family issue card comes up in this reading along with reconciliation and union. It goes out to all of you who are experiencing your journeys coming back together, because many of you are realizing that, like, listen, like, you have taken the time out to face a lot of this chaos and to take it all in, and to still get up at the end of the day and say, I still want peace. You know, I still want forgiveness. I still want a relationship. I still want us to do this the healthy way in terms of children being involved, or in terms of raising children, or protecting the family dynamic. I feel like those are major lessons for many of you on the path who are going through things like separation, divorce, you know, meeting your twin flame when you're married or in a relationship already. And, you know, it ends up causing chaos. It does. But I do feel like many of you are becoming resilient, and you're growing past a lot of the the things that you were really meant to heal through meeting one another. And reconciliation is happening because I feel like many of you are like, you can be more transparent with a lot of these karmic situations as well. It may be very chaotic right now and it may be very controlling, but because many of you are standing your ground and standing in your power and standing in your truth, you're choosing honesty. I feel like the universe, with divine timing at play, is creating now these peaceful opportunities for you guys to communicate just in a more authentic way. For a lot of you, towers are falling, but the tower is falling so that you guys can communicate with one another, where you don't have to hide. You don't have to worry about anybody threatening you. You don't have to worry about people breathing down your neck. You know, this is about meeting your twin flame in this lifetime and doing everything by the book so that you're able to communicate with them in a beautiful, peaceful, authentic way and see the kind of magic that that type of connection is meant to do and ripple out into the universe. Okay, so yeah. The silence is a good thing right now if you've stumbled across this reading, and may your heart be at peace, okay? If you guys want to connect with me and dive deeper into a personal session of your own, you can head over to Hipsy. Once you join my community there, you're able to literally pick up the phone and give me a call. We can chat, or if you are a big texter, we can text back and forth as well. I'm open for mini live readings. Again, that's over at hipsy.com. I will be going live this week to answer you guys. If you do have questions, I'll be available to do those live. You can head over to Hipsy, ask your questions. Again, if you want that done anonymous, make sure you guys indicate private before you ask your question. And then after the live session or live video, sorry to wake you, I will send you your personal reading, okay? Your personal reading response. So yeah, check me out on Hipsy, guys. If I'm not live on YouTube, if you haven't seen me post for a few days, you can still reach me. You can still reach out to me. I offer tons of different types of services where you can order your own personal readings. All right, guys? But yeah, again, if I'm not here, find me on Hipsy. I love you guys. Take care. Catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye.